We are now officially in Q2, which means it's time to do a quarterly check-in and make sure I'm still working towards my goals for the year, as well as do a little refresh of my creative space. I like to do this for my small business and for myself just to make sure everything is on track, and I thought I would document it for you guys. If you guys are new here, I run a small art business and I'm also a content creator, so that is what this reset is geared towards.
Simplest feeling beyond the ghost. We stand on the opposite shore. Hello, remote.
First things first, it was time for me to upgrade a major tool for my business, and that tool is my iPad. I finally got a new iPad for my business. I have been wanting to upgrade my iPad for a while now, and I finally did. My old iPad was on her last leg. I think I had it for about 8 years, and the battery was just shot, and I stretched that iPad to the very end. I like to push my Apple products to their last leg, and my old iPad was definitely there. So this was a much needed upgrade. And since I'm about to release my coloring book, I thought it was time to finally upgrade and give myself access to new creative tools. One of the main reasons that I upgraded was I want to start making animations to go with my coloring book. I think it would be so cool to bring it to life and just drop animations all the time. And I also want to start digitally coloring my pages. So now I have access to do all of those things, which is awesome. So I am super stoked about that. I ended up getting the big boy one. I wanted to just get the best one and hopefully just have it forever. I've had my MacBook since the end of 2017, I think, and it's still going strong. I take care of it, so hopefully this iPad just does that for me. I was terrified opening this because it is so thin, way thinner than any iPhone I've ever had, thinner than an iPod, maybe. I don't know. Apple says this is their thinnest device ever, so yeah, it felt scary to hold, but also well made at the same time. I also got the Magic Keyboard, which is ridiculously expensive, painfully expensive. Why is this the price that it is? I mean, I get it, it's great quality and I love it, but it was painful, extremely painful for that keyboard. But it was worth it for me. I've literally got so much use out of it already. I've worked on it all day, every day since I have gotten this thing, and I've worked a lot more outside of the house too, which is nice. So yeah, that is what my fresh iPad is looking like. And now that my iPad is unboxed and set up, the first app that I downloaded on my new iPad was Milanote. I really wanted to make a plan and kind of an overview for myself of my Q2, and that is where I created my plan. Milanote is a tool for organizing creative projects. It's an online canvas to help you plan, brainstorm, and collaborate on ideas. It's really flexible and not rigid like a typical software, letting you organize things however works best for you. I love Milanote because as a creative, it allows me to plan without feeling restricted by a digital tool. It feels a lot less like a traditional software and a lot more like working on a wall in a creative studio. I like to think of it almost like a digital bulletin board. And right now I'm using Milanote for my small business to plan some creative projects for Q2 as well as some of my personal goals. I'm going to show you guys, give you guys a look right now into what my boards look like. So this is kind of my general overview for my Q2. I have subboards for my business, personal, and my mood board for Q2, but I'm just going to show you guys my business board. So here is what my overview for my business goals look like. Goal number 1 is to launch my coloring book. It's been dragging on way too long. I just need to sit down and hammer it out and finish it. I've been working on it since last year at this point, so I would really love to just get that done. So I have a to-do list of all the things I need to do, and then I also added subboards under that with some inspo for pages that I would like to create. Just I would love to create little forest animal scene. That'd be so cute if I had a scene with just a ton of animals. A farmer's market. Yeah, I don't know. These are just some of my ideas. I also love that I can just draw right on here. So that's cool. That's what my page concepts page looks like. And also I have some marketing ideas for my coloring book. I would love to go out into nature and get just a raw, natural, minimal shot like this. And a few other ideas I have, but I also would love to enter this art competition that I've been in 3 times. It's a huge art competition. It's the biggest open art competition in the world. There's millions of people that travel all over the world for this competition. So I would love to enter it again. I didn't get to do it last year. I didn't even enter last year, so I would like to do it again this year. I would love to reach 90K by the end of Q2. We'll see if I can do it. That's just a YouTube goal. really not in my control, but put it on there anyways. And I would also love to start offering digital products in my business, so I have that as my fourth goal as well. So that's kind of my overview focus for Q2. I didn't want to give myself like a list of 20 goals because I'm not going to accomplish that. Like I have 4 solid goals that I'm going to work towards in Q2, and and I also have just some cute little things to inspire me on this board. A YouTube plaque, there's my camera. It's just super cute and like customized, and I feel motivated. I feel motivated looking at something organized like this, like it just works for my brain. So, but anyways, that is what my Q2 business goals look like, and yeah, that's what my milanote boards look like. I've organized my ideas into several boards and also brought in a bunch of images that inspire me as well as quotes. I can add notes, images, videos, tasks, and more, all in one place, and it's super easy to give myself an overview of what I'm working on and working toward. I made specific subboards for my goals for the quarter, as well as a visual mood board that encapsulates the vibe that I'm envisioning for the next quarter, and I can even draw like right on my boards, which is nice. milanote has over 100 built-in templates that give you a super easy starting point for planning creative projects. For example, I use the mood board to plan my overall spread for Q2, and I use their weekly template to give myself an overview of my weeks. milanote is perfect for creative professionals, teams, and creative hobbyists. Whether you're planning a home renovation or managing a film shoot, they have a ton of different templates that can be customized to your needs. You can invite your team and they can view your boards, making it easy to collaborate as well. milanote is available for free with no time limit, and you guys can sign up for a free milanote account using the link in my description and start your next creative project. And thank you to milanote for sponsoring this video. I also made a list for myself with a small reset plan, and one of the things was to better set up my art studio. Last year I switched over from acrylic to oil paint, and when I moved out I left my oil painting setup at my parents' house, and I just brought over my acrylic setup to my new place, and I just don't love it as much, and I'm noticing that it's leaving me less inspired and like not wanting to paint as much. And I still haven't perfected my setup in my new space, so it's definitely time for me to bring my oil over. I really want to start prioritizing painting more and painting more full-on pieces. Like I've been doing, you guys have been watching me paint a lot of smaller things and creating products out of them over the past few months, but I haven't been doing like fully fleshed out large scale pieces like I used to do. So I figured that refreshing my art space and making it a bit more inviting for me to paint at would help me to do that. So this is how I decided to set up my art space a bit better. I started by trying to just move around what I already had here. This setup is what I've been using since I've moved here, and it's worked for me. That easel is cute, but it does not work very good. It's so wobbly, so yeah, but I'm still working with it for now. But ultimately, I decided what was really going to work for the space was me going and getting my little side table from my parents' house and my oil paint. So that's what I did. Here I am at my studio at my parents' house, grabbing this table right here. Okay, so I got my wheelie cart and then my box of paint from my parents' house. I'm so excited. I have not oil painted in literally over 8 months at this point. And once I switched from acrylic to oil, I said this to my dad yesterday. Painting with acrylic feels like wearing dirty glasses your whole life, and then you clean the glasses off and you're like, oh, the world is so clear because you switched to oil. I know a lot of artists are like hard acrylic or hard oil, and there's always like this debate. I'm definitely an oil girl now. So yeah, anyways, let's try and get this set up better. Okay, we've got the cart set up. I'm so happy. As soon as I saw that, big smile on my face. I've been wanting to do that for so long, but now I need to consolidate this cart. This cart is like acrylic paint, random stuff, markers, and more random stuff. Like, I don't even know what's going on in here. So I'm gonna try and assess this cart situation right now. Also, another thing that has majorly been stopping me from painting is the lighting in here at night. My studio at my parents' house was white on white, so like the lighting bounced off the walls really well, and I could paint pretty well at night, and usually I also have this thing clipped onto my easel, and I haven't had my painting light over here because this easel is kind of just like a random travel easel. This isn't my main big girl easel that's still at my parents' house. It's so heavy and I need to borrow a van to literally move it over here, so that's another reason I haven't gotten over here yet. So I'm using like this easel temporarily, but I'm a night owl painter girl, so I think this light will literally 10x the amount of painting time that I will put in. So my painting setup is much more efficient. But yeah, I can pretty much check optimizing my painting setup off of the list. And that feels so good. I've been waiting literally since I've moved in here. I don't know why I haven't gotten to it yet. Everything's kind of been a blur since I've moved here. So painting setup is good. And now I can start painting more, which is great. So okay, and the last thing that I did for this little Q2 refresh was go to a coffee shop and plan like a master list of all my content, because content creation is a huge part of my business, and it feels good to have an overview of what I need to create. There's someone in the car next to me. We're gonna go to a cute little coffee shop and do some YouTube planning. I like to have my videos planned ahead, that way I can just film and like execute. It makes my life a million times easier. So yeah, that's my goal for this little coffee shop visit, is to plan a rough outline at least of all of my Q2 YouTube videos. So it is just so rainy out today. Kind of a vibe though. It's kind of like a cozy, chilly, like warm coffee shop kind of day. So So yeah, that is everything I did for this little Q2 reset. We have fresh tools, a sense of direction, a clean space, and a happy Frankie. I feel good about everything that I just did, so yeah. I hope you guys are having a good start to your spring and feeling inspired to do a little reset for yourself. I love you guys so much. I will see you on the next one. Bye!